High above the world, Puffy the cloud drifted. He was a fluffy white cloud, soft as a cotton ball. Puffy had a special gift. He could make rainbows dance across the sky. He could make gentle rain fall on thirsty flowers.
I love to make rainbows and rain. It makes me happy, but I feel a little bit sad. I feel lonely up in the big sky. I wish I had someone to share my gifts with.
Puffy drifted from one side of the sky to the other. He watched birds fly and airplanes soar. It looked like they all had friends.
Oh, I wish I had someone to play with.
He saw children playing together below. They were laughing and having fun. Puffy wished he could join them. Being a cloud meant he couldn't play tag or hide and seek. Puffy felt a tear well up. It was a tiny raindrop.
What's wrong, Puffy?
Puffy looked around, surprised. He didn't know anyone up here.
Who's there? Puffy's voice trembled slightly as he looked around, trying to find the source of the sound.
Puffy asked, wiping away his tear. He had been feeling lonely for quite some time now, and the sudden noise startled him. A playful breeze tickled Puffy, making him wobble. The gentle touch of the breeze brought a small smile to his face.
It's me, I'm Wind, and I love to whoosh and whirl. Wind's voice was cheerful and full of energy.
Wind was invisible, but Puffy could feel him. The presence of Wind was comforting, like a warm hug on a cold day. He was like a friend you couldn't see but knew was there. Puffy felt a sense of relief knowing he wasn't alone.
Why are you sad, Puffy? Wind's voice was gentle and filled with concern.
Wind asked, swirling around him. The sparkles in the wind made Puffy feel a little better. Puffy told Wind about his loneliness. He shared how he often felt like he had no one to talk to. He told him about his gift of making rainbows and rain. Puffy loved creating beautiful things, but felt sad doing it alone. But he had no one to share them with. Wind listened patiently, understanding Puffy's feelings.
Don't worry, Puffy. Wind's voice was reassuring and filled with hope. I know just what to do. Wind's confidence made Puffy feel hopeful for the first time in a long while.
Really?
Puffy perked up.
What will we do?
We'll go on an adventure to find you some friends.
Puffy was scared at first. He had never been on an adventure before.
But I don't know where to go.
Puffy said nervously. Wind nudged him gently.
Don't worry, I'll guide you. Just follow me.
And so Puffy let Wind lead the way. They soared high above the clouds, looking down at the world below. Puffy felt a flutter of excitement. Maybe, just maybe, this adventure would help him find some friends. Wind steered Puffy towards a beautiful park. Puffy gasped. It was filled with colorful flowers, tall trees, and a bright, sunny playground. Children were laughing and playing, their voices echoing joyfully through the park.
This looks like a good place.
Wind whispered. Puffy watched the children playing. They were having so much fun. He wished he could join them.
Go ahead, Puffy. Show them what you can do.
Puffy took a deep breath and gathered all his fluffiness. Puffy, the animated cloud, thought deeply about the children below and how happy they were playing in the park. He loved seeing their smiling faces and hearing their joyful laughter. He wanted to add to their happiness in a special way. Puffy pondered for a moment and decided that a gentle rain might be just the thing to surprise and delight them. Slowly, gently, Puffy made it rain. He let the raindrops fall softly, ensuring they were just enough to refresh the earth without spoiling the children's fun. Tiny raindrops fell on the thirsty flowers, making them bloom in all their glory. The flowers seemed to dance with joy as they soaked up the much-needed water. The children looked up in amazement, their eyes wide with wonder. They hadn't expected rain on such a sunny day.
Look, a rainbow! One of the children exclaimed, pointing excitedly at the sky.
One of them shouted, drawing the attention of all the other kids. And indeed, a beautiful rainbow arched across the sky, its colors bright and cheerful. It was a perfect arc, glowing with vibrant hues that seemed to light up the entire park. The children cheered, their faces filled with wonder and delight. They had never seen such a beautiful rainbow before. They pointed at Puffy, their laughter reaching him like a beautiful song. Puffy felt a sense of accomplishment and joy. Puffy felt a warmth spread through him. It was a feeling of pure happiness, knowing he had made the children so happy. It was the warmth of friendship. Puffy knew he had made a special connection with the children, and that made his heart swell with joy. From that day on, Puffy the Cloud was no longer lonely. He had discovered a new sense of purpose and joy in his life. He visited the park every day, making rainbows and gentle rain. The park became his favorite place, a sanctuary where he could express himself freely. The children loved him and waited for him eagerly. They would gather in the park, eyes scanning the sky, hoping to catch a glimpse of their fluffy friend. They would wave at him and shout greetings. Their laughter and joy filled the air, making Puffy feel cherished and appreciated. Puffy would make different shapes with his fluffy form, entertaining his new friends. He loved seeing their faces light up with wonder and delight.
I don't have to be alone. I can always find new friends and new adventures.
Puffy realized that he didn't have to be alone. The world was full of opportunities to connect and share happiness. All he had to do was explore new places and reach out. He ventured beyond the park, discovering new landscapes and meeting other clouds. He learned that friendship could be found in the most unexpected places. Each new encounter brought a new lesson and a new friend. And, most importantly, he learned that it was never too late to make friends. Puffy's heart was full, and he knew he would never feel lonely again.